Is Tokyo's viral matcha culture actually elite, or is it just a massive aesthetic trap? With matcha demand skyrocketing, finding the best matcha in Tokyo has become a battlefield of 2-hour lines and viral TikTok trends. But do these famous spots in Japan actually deliver on taste, or are they just relying on social media hype? Today, we are putting 5 legendary and viral spots to the test. From the social media icons like Hatoya Asakusa and the Matcha Tokyo in Omotesando, to the modern creations at Atelier Matcha, all the way to the historic centuries-old heavyweight Ippodo Tea and Nakamura Tokichi. So if you're planning a trip to Tokyo and want to know which matcha is worth your time and yen, you're in the right place. First up is Hatoya Asakusa, the reigning king of social media lines. You've definitely seen their layered drinks on your feed.
So we are now at Hatoya Asakusa, and while you're queuing, they also give you a menu so you can get an idea of what you want to get as well. So other than their range of lattes, like blended matcha latte all the way to hojicha latte as well, you can also add toppings. So there's ice cream, whipped cream, and even dango to add on top.
So we visited the shop on a Sunday, definitely not something we would recommend if you don't want to queue at least 45 minutes to get your cup of matcha. But once you make it to the front of the line, get your camera ready as they perform the matcha whisking right in front of you.
So I got the blended matcha latte, so this is 800 yen. To make this a fair fight, I will just get the normal latte with no toppings. Let's give it a try. I think a good start. Yeah, quite smooth. I think I'm used to a bit stronger matcha, so I would say this is like mid-tier when it comes to how rich and how umami it is. So to join me on my journey,
I got the toasted one with your matcha foam. So this was what, $11 I think? $12, yeah. So let's try. Oh guys, the foam is a must order.
okay, so I think in terms of matcha, it's just okay. But what's unique here is probably the topping. I think you should get either the ice cream or the matcha bubble, which is essentially matcha whipped cream. So this makes the drink much more, I guess, gao.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are at Matcha Tokyo. Same thing, ordering the standard matcha latte.
The vibe here is incredibly chic. Think the blue bottle coffee of the tea world. What sets the Matcha Tokyo apart is that they use 100% certified organic matcha sourced entirely from their own exclusive farms. And for their menu, I would say it's pretty lean, mainly just having a matcha latte with different milk options, but they do have ice cream and pastries to go along with your latte.
I think it's a lot stronger than Hatoya's or what we drank yesterday. I think the umami comes out a little bit stronger, a bit closer to what I'm used to on a daily basis.
Next, we have Atelier Matcha. They call themselves the third wave of matcha, aiming to do for green tea what specialty craft coffee did for your morning brew. This place is actually owned directly by Yamamasa Koyama-en, a legendary tea wholesaler from Uji, Kyoto. We've seen from social media how crazy the queue can get, but thankfully there was practically no queue when we arrived and we waited for no more than 10 minutes for our matcha.
There are 2 blends that you can choose from, Ogurayama and Samidori. I got the Ogurayama for the iced one, and then Chin's gonna try the Samidori for the hot one. Let's give it a try. So it's on the watery side again, similar to Hatoya's, I think. Actually, their matcha is even less intense than Hatoya. Yeah, it is on the light side, but it's still quite smooth. Just not as intense as I usually like my matcha to be.
Uncle Chin's ASMR. Sorry, but quite poor. It tastes like milk with matcha. It's really quite diluted, I think. Yeah.
I think you can tell from our expressions, we were left a little disappointed. The matcha was just not as rich and intense as we had expected, especially from such a prestigious tea producer.
And we are now at Ippodo Tea. So yeah, it's quite a legacy brand. So if you're a matcha lover, you would probably have heard of it.
Ippodo Tea is located in the heart of Marunouchi, and here we're stepping out of the trendy side streets and into absolute gold standard of Japanese tea.
So I got the iced matcha latte, and it costs 990 yen. So the most expensive of the lot, but the smallest one.
It comes unsweetened, but the matcha is good. Very, very, very nice. It doesn't need sugar.
It's not bitter at all. Matcha totally comes through. Consistency wise, also pretty smooth. Really good cup of matcha latte.
So yes, Ippodo Tea's standard matcha lattes are completely unsweetened. They rely entirely on the high-grade umami of their matcha blends with the natural rich sweetness of the dairy or the non-dairy milk.
So for our last stop, we are at Nakamura Tokichi.
This is a name we already know and love, but in a completely different environment. This is Nakamura Tokichi's newest concept store, tucked away in the architectural wonderland of Azabudai Hills. If you go to their Ginza branch, you're looking at a formal sit-down cafe, but here in Azabudai, it's strictly to-go style.
Okay, I think this is my favorite cup of matcha latte so far. Exactly how I like it to be. I think it's very intense, very thick, slight tinge of bitterness that comes at the end.
The immediate wave of that bold, savoury, authentic Nakamura Tokichi umami, an incredibly smooth blend. If you want world-class Kyoto matcha but don't want to waste an hour waiting for a table, this is the ultimate Tokyo travel hack.
So on the menu I saw they have like a matcha latte with matcha cream and jelly. That's the one that I will try next time if I ever come here again.
And that's 5 matcha spots in Tokyo, and here are my top 3 favourites. Do you agree with the rankings, or have we missed out on your favourite spot? Comment down below. If you have enjoyed this video, remember to give us a like and subscribe for more food and travel content.